doubt if you guys can see all the way down there is tiny Herc all by himself strolling through food. Now you can see him turning sideways. He's about right in the center of the screen. He's heading towards his mama. He was sleeping down by the creek, by the tree. Must have fell asleep. Just woke up. Little potato. None of you are going in there anyway. I'm letting Mr. Snow, ow! I'm letting Mr. Snow out. No, Mr. Snow, be brave. Be brave. Be brave. Fight the power. Oh, I was even zoomed in on that. Sorry, guys. Ta-da! Look who's back. The sisters. The sisters. Trouble and double trouble. Hi, baby. All right, let's let these moms in or babies out, however you want to classify this. Ready, babies? Okay, that was a yes. Da-da-da, da-da-da. Oh, goodness. Yelling for our mamas. Your mom is in there. Maybe she's outside. Frosty mom just took a herd of babies. Baby herd. Y'all, if they stayed this side, I'd probably have like 300. No joke. What babies? Okay. You may get out. I'll get you in a second. I'll get her out last. All right, trouble, double trouble, triple trouble. Trying to put all the problem children in this stall. Miss Sprinkles, Miss Sugar Pie, the brave. Mississippi I put in there because Mississippi don't play. And of course, Cookie, because Cookie don't care. Where'd she go? Did I have Cookie in there? I don't remember. All right. Let's see I want to see what happens here. Because Sprinkles wants in. She doesn't know. You just cut right through. Okay. I'm surprised by that. Okay, so as you saw, this is my barn in the morning because just get back to the beginning of yesterday's video. You'll see how I clean it up and put down lye. But what I have going on here, and I think I failed to mention it. Okay, but why? But why? Who are we missing moms for? Okay. Yep, that must have been it. Baby, I don't. Tiny thing. I don't know where your mom is, honey. I can't even tell you who your mom is at this point. I can't think. The siblings. These two are our siblings, I believe. Tiny Thing and Chino. And Sparkle Mom would be their mamacita. So right now I have, here's the situation. I know I go over this. I have Mochi and Mooney in here together. They've always been sistered up. We actually bought them together. They came here together. They were our lice babies. When we got them, they had the worst lice infestation I've ever seen. But that's okay. It happens. It's treatable. You know, it's just one of those things. That's why we had the quarantine area all the way over on the other side of the farm where Muffin and Latte were. So here's the footage I tried to get of us bringing Muffin and Latte back over here. It got crazy. H was leading Muffin. Actually, she's just like, I'm not even going to lead her. I'm just going to take her off the lead and just walk, and she'll come over here. And she did. She was going to put her on lead, and then Muffin just started coming this way, so she just took her off. It was easier. She does not like to be led. She does not like to have her collar pulled and directed. She is the worst when I'm trying to... I'm not choking her for you people that think I choke my goats. This is her approach. It's zero. She's like, I'm not moving. So H just let her off the lead, and we walked this way, and she followed us. But Latte was trying to, I don't know what he was trying to do. He was trying to run, but then stop. He was choking himself a little bit. I could not let him go, and I was not carrying him. I don't know what he would have done if I let him go. Most likely he would have just followed Muffin. So, here's that.
Come on.
And then the problem I'm having in here right now is we have Mochi Mooney. We have more goats than we should have in this barn. Technically, just for eating quarters. I mean, essentially these are eating quarters and kidding quarters. We used to just put 2 goats per stall, and I think we kind of wanted to max out around 12 or 14, and now we're at 20 something, 23 girls, I think. Not counting the babies we're keeping this year. Hi, Tiny Herc. Yeah. Honey, your mom she's right there eating. So we essentially kind of designed this 2 goats per stall. We have 7 stalls, that's 14 goats. And then we kept adding goats, and the only reason the goats are in the stalls are to eat, essentially. Not essentially, unless that is the only reason they're in the stalls. I will feed them in the stalls, and then I will let them out. Unless they're kidding, which you guys know, when we kid, we give moms their own stall. They stay in there for a couple days, then they're let out with the babies. So no big deal. But at this point in time, since all the babies have been kidded, the stalls are just there to feed moms and babes. And what I would normally do is I would just put 4 goats in a stall, let them eat. However, Tiny Herc, taking a pee. It's even cute when you pee on the floor. Hi, Bubba. Your mama sent me a photo. This is Caden, Connor, Colton, and the duck. This is the duck friend. That's the friend of the goats. Hi, buddy. I have to stand up because I'm being mobbed from the back. So Caden, Connor, Colton, and the duck. And then that's going to be, in addition, it's going to be Tiny Herc and Chino. Chino's right there. Hi, beautiful. So I don't know where I was. That's where Tiny Herc is going, to that farm, to that scenario. If you can imagine how, and Chino, how well they're going to be treated. They're going to have little buddies. He's going to be able to strut around. He's going to have some protectors. So back to the stalls. I can't just throw 4 goats in a stall and have them eat. As you guys know, there are definitely herd dynamics that come into play. Some girls are mean, some girls are nice. And the nice girls are going to get beaten up. If I put 4 goats in here, one of them surely is going to end up stuck back there in the corner watching everybody else eat. And that'll happen day after day. And then eventually that goat's going to start struggling and not eating enough food, and it's just going to be a problem. So I've always tried to group the girls together by power ranking and who likes who and who's okay to eat with whom. So right now I have Mochi and Mooney over there. I have Gummy, President Snow, and Marmar in there. I have the babies plus Frosty Mom in there because we all know what about Frosty Mom. I have Strews in here by herself because you guys know that Struzel has arthritis and some joint issues, and we treat her with meloxicam, which is a anti-inflammatory and pain medicine, plus CBD oil, which does well for her. But she's been eating all of her food. She's been doing really well. However, she does not have the power, and she's starting to lose the, I don't know why I'm shooting a picture of an empty stall. She goes back in her house after she eats. With her lack of stability and strength and power, she's kind of starting to lose her desire to fight these other girls off. And they're kind of no longer respecting her authority. I mean, she's gone on a year and a half of not being messed with just out of respect. So if that tells you how much she had. But she is eating all of her food. She's taking her meds. And I don't want to put another, she eats very slowly. She just kind of stands there. Sometimes she lays down to eat. But I don't want to put another goat in there that's going to force her off her food and have her not be able to get all the nutrition that she needs. So that leaves Streusel in there. So if you can see 2, 3, 4, 5, 21, 22, 23 is Streusel. I put 4 goats in here. I put the Sprinkles. I put generally Tic Tac. I put Cookie. And I put Sugar Pie in here. They're all about level playing field. They will eat out of their own bowls. Nobody really messes with anybody in that group. They're all about equal. There's no bloodbaths. Every now and then they'll get in a little tussle. They just kind of don't mess with each other. They're like, you eat your food and I'll eat my food and nobody will die. So, hold on a second. Hold on. Look at this. Aunt Cookie's being groomed by Betty Boop. Mama Frosty's doing her family photo thing. I still have this gate closed. I'm going to get the fence fixed today and get the girls back out there because we need to get these boys separated from the rest of the herd. Some of them are coming up on 12 weeks, which means they will be able to extend. When they're young, their little man bits do not extend out of their sheath. It's technically what it's called. And there's no issue with them actually impregnating anybody. Once they get to a certain age, they can actually extend beyond the sheath and work their magic. So what I'm gonna actually do, I smell a dead animal. Sorry, hit me right in the nose. So what I wanna actually do, instead of, because we have quite a few boys left, 7 boys to be exact. I always leave like these barn doors will just stay open all summer. I'm not really worried about predators over here. We're a fence inside of a fence, kind of. I don't feel good putting the boys out here and having them nest up in this house. I do feel good about putting the big boys out here. Hey, you better already have been choose my words wisely. You better have been bred already. I don't know what you're over here messing about for. Yeah, no. If we end up with 0 goats bred for fall, that's going to be tragic on several levels. But anyway, I feel okay with the big boys being over here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take, and this is a bigger lot, which is a bigger plot of food. This is probably 2/3. If you count this as a whole, this is 2/3 of that whole. That is 1/3 of the whole. So I'm going to put the little guys over here and I'm going to move the big boys over here. I want them to be, I kind of do. I struggle with this every year. One, I don't want the little guys in with the big guys anymore, based on our experience we had with Mr. Marlin last year and how the big boys beat him up and robbed his food. But look at him now. Look at him now. Hi, you little beauty. Keep confusing you for pudding. So I don't want a scenario where those big boys are going to beat up the little boys. And they 100% will. So I'm going to put the little boys over here. They'll have all of that area. There's only 7 of them. That's enough food for about 200 baby goats. And I'm going to move the big boys out here. And then I'll get this back opened. And we'll get, the girls will be back on this front yard pasture here. The FYP for you new folks. And then I'm still working on fencing this side. I haven't touched it in probably a week and a half, 2 weeks. I don't remember how long. Just been too busy with the Etsy restock that was coming up on us and then packing orders and all that. Just haven't gotten to working on that. So for now, I'm going to get this back open, get the girls out here, keep working on this, move the big boys over here, and move the little guys over here. Okay, I was on that stall, so now we're on to this stall, which is and always has been the twinsies. Puddin' and Muffin. I do believe that Puddin' and Muffin are our only same litter, same father, same mother, actual true sisters. So they have always been paired up together in the same stalls, no matter what's going on. For instance, Mochi and Mooney have always been paired up together. They came here together, but they're not related. So two different, they're not related. Tiny Herc, do Tiny Herc stuff. He's like, I am. I'm standing. Sometimes I walk. We need your dating profile, sir. Hi. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna miss you, little buddy. Oh, he was lifting his leg. Oh, dang it. I didn't see it. I was at the wrong angle. Kick that leg like a dog, buddy. But Tiny Herc and Chino won't be going to their new home until he is 12 weeks old. And I have no plans for putting him over with the little boys. I mean, his best case scenario, he can hump a kneecap. So not worried about him. That leaves this area here, as you guys can see, is a mess. Bringing all the girls back in here put me in a situation, since we still have the babies, we still have the moms, that put me in a situation where I actually now only, all the stalls are full the way I want them to be, so nobody's fighting or fussing or getting shoved off of their food, which leaves 6 girls out here to eat, which is, they just ate this morning, which is why the food bins are this way. Trust me, this is the best case scenario. I put the food in a circle basically because it's just way too much fighting and fussing. I didn't use my brain the first night I brought him back over. I had 1 food bin up there and I had 5 on the floor. We got 3 goats up there fighting over that food. Why? Because I don't know, because it's the higher food, it's better. Freaking goats. So, anywho's, this works great. They can all see, they have their face in a food dish, and they can see other goats have their face in a food dish, so everybody's happy. And that is it. So that's going to be my journey today, is getting this fence done, taking the rest of the packages to the post office. Shop is still open. It's going to remain open. Orders were still flooding in last night, so we got those all processed and packed. So those are going to go out today as well. Got some good sleep, hanging out with some cool goats, feeling good, get ready to fix some fence. So that is all. That is all. And we will see you guys tomorrow.